This is Monday, March 16th for English 3, periods 1, 4, and 5. I want to jump into this video. It'll be 3 or 4 minutes. And what I would like to do is to give you a reminder of how class should work each day. You are reading, then you are watching this video, and then you're responding and you're submitting a document that has a response to the question of the day, the quiz questions, and the discussion question. And I usually have just one question I'm asking you to respond to in a little more than just a sentence. This is probably a brief paragraph. So as we jump into Monday, you were supposed to have read pages 37 to 45. If you finished the book already, come back to that section. And if you're behind, make sure you read 37 to 45 before you jump into class. Everything we do is open book, so you're always welcome to answer the quiz questions and the discussion questions by returning to the book itself. But before we do that, number one, your question of the day. I'm interested in what it is that you have been consuming, not in terms of food, but in terms of media. What is the TV show, the movie, the podcast, music? What is it that you would say you have been consuming currently? What is it that you go to in your free time? So when you upload your document, that's number one, your question of the day. What have you been consuming? Number two, your quiz. So there's 3 questions I have. The first one, as we're reading, we find out that Montag has taken something from the house. And it says on page 39 that he stumbled toward the bed and shoved an object clumsily under the cold pillow. So number one, what is the object that Montag shoves under his cold pillow? Question number 2. Montag, really for the first time in our reading, has a conversation with Mildred. It seems like their marriage is almost improving. And he asks her about Clarice. And she says that she hasn't seen Clarice in 4 days. And then she reveals what she heard happened to Clarice. So number 2, what does Mildred explain to Montag that she heard happened to Clarice? Number 2, what does Mildred tell Montag has happened to Clarice? And number 3, this is right at the end of the reading on page 45. Montag is having trouble sleeping, and he says the following. He thinks to himself about something in particular, and he says, it's out there tonight. It's out there now. If I open the window. He did not open the window. So number 3, what is it that Montag is convinced is out there tonight? What is he convinced is out there right now? And what is the thing he is concerned about that causes him not to open the window? So those are your 3 quiz questions. What does he put under the cold pillow? What does he hear happen to Clarice? And what does he believe is out there right now? The last part of class and the last part of the document I want you to upload, and again, you answer the question of the day, what are you consuming? You answer the 3 quiz questions, and you answer this one discussion question in the form of a short paragraph. Turn to page 41. Montag says, well, wasn't there a wall between him and Mildred? Literally, not just one wall, but so far 3, and expensive too. This is where the book takes both a literal and a metaphorical meaning. So I want you to respond to this. What is the significance of this wall? There is a literal wall separating them in their relationship, and there's a metaphorical wall. I want you to respond in the form of a few questions explaining what is both the literal and the metaphorical wall that is separating this married couple. That's class for today. I'd like you to upload the document by tomorrow morning, by Tuesday morning, or really Tuesday whenever you start class. And I want you to respond with the question of the day, the 3 quiz questions, and the discussion question. Your homework for tomorrow is to read page 45 to 60. If you have any questions, contact me on campus.